Hey golfers, Jack Spencer here, Practical Golf for All. Today I'm going to use a prop, which I don't usually do, but I think it really demonstrates the point that I'm going to try to make. I'm not a big gadget person. I'm not like that guy on the Golf Channel, Martin, whatever his name is, that's always bringing out different doodads that's going to solve your swing problems. I think every golfer should have some pipe insulation around the shaft of a club. I have it on an old driver here. I think this is a great warm-up tool, more so than like a weighted club. And obviously, if you swing this repeatedly every day, you might pick up a couple of miles an hour club head speed as well. I think that's a good thing. And the other thing I do is just color in half of a golf ball, like that. That's my putting aid. If you can get that so that you're rolling it perfectly end over end with almost all, or if not all, of your putting strokes, then your distance control is going to improve significantly, and you'll know that once you pick a line that you're going to be confident that you're going to start your putt on that line. Today I've got the Hannibal Lecter thing going here. You can pick one of these up at anywhere, Amazon has a little less fancy one than what this is. It's just a work light, a headlamp work light. And what I'm going to use it for is to demonstrate how you want to keep your spine angle through the golf ball during the strike. You see a lot of things, and certainly this is true. You want to get to your lead side. For a right-handed golfer, you want to get to this left side, on the follow-through. You want that weight going that way. But what you don't want is, at the moment of impact, is to have your weight already going to that lead side. That's going to create a whole bunch of problems. Mostly you're going to come across the ball. You might actually, if you hit one really bad, you might actually hit it off the toe of the club. People talk about shanks all the time. Shank's actually a pretty good golf swing. It just, the face is open and you did get the hosel rocket. But this thing, if you catch one off the toe of your club, that's just a horrible swing. And you see that people do this, and it's usually a combination of two things. They move their entire weight too early, and they lose their spine angle. So it's like that. And you, almost invariably, when you see a pro miss a green or a drive to the right, sometimes they overfade one, but invariably on the top tracer, if you see it starting too far right and then it moves a little bit further right, it's because they've lost this spine angle. They've come out of it ever so slightly. We do it worse than they do, but when you do that, depending on your swing speed, you can lose a ball really far to the right because you're coming in and you're gonna really pound one, and the face is wide open, and your belt buckle is going up towards the sky instead of down towards the ground, and it's a mess. So with this light, when you it's not going to stay behind the ball the whole time. But when you line up, you want it to be right behind the ball, and then when you come into it, you want to keep it so that it stays pretty much inside the ball, and you're like that, like here. The light's right here. I'm unwinding. Boom. You see like Lorena Ochoa and this guy that's leading the tournament now, Joaquin Niemann. They move their heads on their downswing. I don't know how they do it, but it's certainly a way to keeping your head behind the ball. So when you come into it, there, that light's about right here. If I move too much towards my lead side, that light's going to be way ahead of the ball and maybe even come in towards my lead toe, because that's going to influence that type of a shift is going to influence an outside to in swing path, because the club's going to want to seek the contact with your left side. So it's a simple way to kind of give you instant feedback on your swing. This is going to be kind of a bad swing, like that. I mean, obviously I got to my left side. I was off balance, you know. Certainly not the type of strike that you would like to have. Because in order to do that, you're going to lose your angle in your waist as well. Your belt buckle, instead of staying sort of pointing down towards the ground, is going to come up and do that. Pulling up out of it. Whereas if you do it correctly, what you'll see is that light, I mean, obviously after the strike, the light's going to go ahead of the ball a little bit, but what you will see is it goes ahead of the ball down the target line. It's not in towards your front foot. So, like that, and then there. Right here. Not like that, where it's down in here somewhere. So again, like I said, I'm not a big gadget person, but I mean, I have this, you know, when you get old, you like to see what you're doing around the house for household projects, but to use it to just maintain your head position and your spine angle at impact. It's a really nice little tool that you can see quite easily whether you're doing it correctly or not. So I hope you like this video. Take care.